Hello everyone, welcome to another video of FFL 24/7. Today's video is going to be very interesting and very exciting because this is going to be a very good update about the PayPal stock. So if you are holding PayPal stock or if you are planning to buy PayPal stock, so you might want to look at these couple of updates that I want to share with you guys. So this is the horrible looking chart of PayPal we are obviously seeing, where we peaked at around $300 around here back in July 2021. And then all the way at the bottom we crashed, and we have seems to have apparently bottomed around the $50 mark. So whether this stays the bottom or no, that is going to be interesting to see. But so far things are starting to look a little bit good for PayPal stock. Why? I want you guys to focus on this little area around here that started from around July 2022 and to date till December 1st 2023. So this is the area of concern for us because obviously this was the peak COVID euphoria that people just went ballistic, and then it also crashed back down the same way. So that was a kind of an unsustainable growth. So we are kind of in this territory where we are making the new price discoveries for PayPal, and this area is of particular importance. Why? Because if you guys notice, I have drawn these two trend lines for you. Let me zoom in a little bit and show you guys. So this is the whole area that I have zoomed into that we are going to be taking a look at, guys. So if you notice, I have drawn these two trend lines. This is kind of a falling wedge kind of pattern or triangle you want to call it. But if you notice how beautifully PayPal has been respecting both of these trend lines. So this they're both trending in the downward direction for sure. So price is slowly going down towards the down. But there is a very positive development happening that I will show you in a little bit. So if you notice, we are how nicely we are respecting these both of these trend lines, like hitting the bottom and going towards the top and getting stopped out over there. And then again we hit this around 22nd of December 2022, and then this again we touched it around February 2nd 2023. So far we have been range bound in this triangle. Then they are trying to squeeze us down into this channel slowly and tightly. But what has been happening recently is very exciting. So are you guys looking at what I am seeing? So I will explain that in a bit. So if you notice, so this was the area that we started tracking PayPal around. So we were hoping that we are going to get a bounce from this trend line, and if we do break below this, there was a possibility that we would head all the way back down to $46. That was our $44 or $45. That was our next price target area. But earnings pushed us back. So PayPal did a very nice earning double beat, and that pushed us back into this trend channel. It is a downward channel nevertheless, but it is obviously providing us support because there is definitely some investors that are supporting this trend line. So this is what has happened here. We bounced back above, we tested it a few times, and then we are bouncing back above. And if you guys notice these last three candles, do you guys see what I'm seeing? So this is kind of a morning star pattern we are trying to form for PayPal stock, and that is obviously a very bullish sign. If we manage to close above at least we manage to close above $59, I think that will be a huge win. So the market is still open. It is 2:52 p.m. We still have just over 1 hour for market close for Friday as well. But if we close the week at least above $59, I think that is still going to be a big win for PayPal. Then I am expecting the first level of resistance we need to break is this 100-day moving average, this orange line that we are seeing. As you guys can see, we are clearly being stopped out at this 100-day moving average for now. But nevertheless, we are still forming this bullish a morning star kind of pattern, and if we manage to close above $59, then I think the next week we might be able to easily push back above this 100-day moving average. And if that happens, then the next target that I am going to be looking at is, then I think we have nothing stopping us heading towards $65. That would be my first price target. So, and again, $65 is very critical and very important for us for two reasons. One is it is obviously a very strong resistance where we have in the past, if you notice, around June 6th, we got rejected at this level. And this was another rejection at $65 on 15th of September 2023. Because if we keep moving up, that is going to be our next stop. So price is going to struggle there. So that is the first reason $65 is very important. And the second, I see two more reasons. So if you notice, there's a blue line. This is a very critical 200-day moving average. So this is also kind of lining up right above the $65 area. And not just that, this trend line that we are seeing, the channel that we have been trading in, that is also lining up at around the $65 mark. So $65 is going to be a very hard resistance to break, and we are going to need some good strong volume to break above it. But if we manage to break above this, then I think $76 is gonna come very soon, because we have this gap here that we saw around August 2023. We have this huge gap to fill up. So if we manage to break above 65, then I think nothing can stop us heading towards $76. That will be my second price target. So this is what I am seeing for a PayPal chart, guys. So I would have stayed bearish if we had stayed below this a downtrend line, but we managed to close back above it. So I am kind of turning bullish again on PayPal stock. So I think if we manage to close above $59, it is kind of safe. So this is not a financial advice, but personally, if I want to try something, so it would, I think, be a good idea to maybe start buying calls if we manage to close this morning star pattern. So it might be a good idea to buy calls for around $65, but like very far out. No, don't buy any close options, because you're going to be losing that all of that money very quickly. And another thing is RSI is also giving us a hint, because RSI is not overbought yet. So we still have a lot of room for PayPal to run upwards. And that is why I'm thinking if we manage to close at least above $59, we have a clear path heading towards $65. And $65 is going to be a very hard resistance for us to break, because we have three very strong indicators telling us that this is a very strong resistance, and we are going to need some heavy volume to break through this $65 resistance. And another positive development is, if you guys notice, a SPY is also at a very critical level of 459, because if it breaks through 459, then I think we have another at least a mini bull run ahead of us if we don't get rejected. So I hope this does not form like a double top for SPY and SPY just comes back down, because that will be a bearish sign. But so far it is looking like that SPY wants to break above this resistance. We are right at this 460 level of resistance for SPY, and this is very critical for SPY to break. So this week of Friday close, guys, is going to be very interesting for a lot of stocks and in general stock market. So Bitcoin is another thing that I am taking a look at, because if you have been watching my previous Bitcoin videos, 38k was a critical resistance for Bitcoin to break, and we have already broken out of it. And that is why I am thinking, well, we already pointed out, if we manage to break through this 38k resistance for Bitcoin, then the next price target we are looking at is obviously around the 44k area. So for now, Bitcoin is also kind of heading towards 44k. I will do another analysis in a separate video for Bitcoin, but this video is only mostly about PayPal stock. So that is what I am seeing for a PayPal stock, guys. My first price target is obviously $65. That is going to be very hard resistance for us to break. And if we do manage to break it, then the next target I am seeing is nothing can stop us heading towards $76. So that is all about the quick update for PayPal stock, guys. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.